I was waiting to watch a recording of basically the full finals game 6 to make a video on it, but at this point it's a little late for that, so I'm just gonna say anyway. Congrats to the Bucks. Giannis, well deserved on the finals MVP. Um I I did get to see the last few minutes, and when I saw that stat line, I was wow. I mean, it's like Giannis has that in him, but then to see it is just something else. So yeah, basically the story of that game was Giannis, and more Giannis. And then also some not Brooke Lopez, not Brooke Lopez, Bobby Portis. Like get Bobby Shmurda in here so he can do this song. It's Bobby, bitch. It's Bobby. That one. Let's see. For the story for the Suns there was, let's see, Devin Booker. Okay. I'm just doing this one take because if I was editing, I would have the Reggie Miller clip thrown up right about now. The one where he turns to Spike Lee and gives him the choke symbol. That's the one I'd throw up because let's face it. I mean, he had something like 19 points, but on like 7 of 22 shooting and 6 turnovers. Yeah, he choked. I mean, no way around it. Chris Paul played okay for Chris Paul standards. I mean, 5 assists and 3 turnovers isn't exactly a great Chris Paul game, but he was scoring the ball kind of all right. I mean, trying to remember what else was on the box score. I think Jay Crowder had a pretty all right game, and Cam Payne was pretty all right off the bench as well. But I mean, other than that, yeah, no in-depth analysis here on that. Just let's see what was some of the news we got. I think I already covered Jamal Mosley to the Magic. Have the Wizards hired a head coach yet? If they have, then I'll make a follow-up later. But now we get to really talk about my Pelicans. First off, they have a new head coach, Willie Green, who I am old enough to remember when Willie Green was a player for the Pelicans. But yeah, congrats to him. I am optimistic about the outlook of Willie Green as head coach of this team. I mean, I was kind of hoping for Charles Lee for a lot of the process. They probably should have hired him last year, but Willie Green, I think it's gonna turn out all right. And then the trade. So we had a trade go down yesterday. Pelicans get off of Steven Adams and Eric Bledsoe's contracts, and they get back Jonas Valanciunas. And let's see, what were the picks that were thrown in there? Let's see. New Orleans gives up 10, 40, and the Lakers first from next year. And the Grizzlies in return give back 17 and 51. So, I mean, I may be a little biased here because, I already liked Valanciunas as a player before he came here, and looking into it, he was starting to kind of extend his range in Memphis, and now now he has Fred Vincent as one of his assistant coaches to help expand that. I can't think he's gonna attempt more than like 3 a game. I mean, he's still gonna give you a guy who can as someone on Instagram put it, skull bash in the post, get offensive rebounds, and then the concerns on defense only come if he had if like it comes to where he has to switch. You know, he's pretty okay if, you know, if the Pelicans can stay in drop coverage, which toward the end of the season, they were doing more drop coverage on defense and it was working. So that, you know, that could be something Willie Green could look into, you know. But let's see. On the Grizzlies end of things, I mean, first off, if Adams is really committed to extending his range, especially, I do think he could have a bit of a bounce back year because Ja Morant is in a similar mold to Russell Westbrook. And obviously Steven Adams flourished with Russell Westbrook as point guard. I'm hearing the Grizzlies are already trying to sorry. Anyway, I hear the Grizzlies are already trying to move along from Bledsoe, which, not surprised. I guess the other questions would be, you know, the important pick here is pick 10, and the name I'm hearing for the Grizzlies is Josh Giddey, which he's a 6'8", 6'9" wing who's supposed to have like point guard-like skills, and I'm not sure the fit there, but Memphis's GM has pulled off stuff like that before and it's worked, so we'll have to see. I mean, they could also go for like Book Knight if he falls, you know, so there's that. At 17, the first guy I would hope for the Pelicans to pick would be Duarte from Oregon, but now I'm hearing he might not go past 15. It's crazy, you know. First I heard he was, when I first heard he was moving up draft boards, it was like, you know, kind of early to mid 20s range. Now he might not get past 15. But in that case, I also hear Jalen Johnson from Duke is dropping. That wouldn't be a bad pickup. Let's see. I mean, in terms of picks, the Pelicans still out there. I always forget if it's 34 or 35. I think it's 34 though. You know, they still have that one around 34, 35. They still have 43. I didn't know they had 53, but they have 53. I'm also hearing the Timberwolves are willing to move on from Culver for a second round pick. If they're willing for that second round pick to be 51 or 53, I would jump on that in an instant. Okay. Like, the Pelicans need some depth on the wing. That's one of their big concerns going into this offseason. So, you know, unloading one of those second round picks, that would probably be a draft and stash guy anyway for Culver, who can also provide some much needed defense to this team. You know, upside as a secondary creator. Fred Vincent has worked wonders with a lot of guys' shots. I think that could be something that could work out. But yeah, I think that's about all. I am pretty sure the Wizards have hired someone. I mean, if not, then, you know, good. Then I guess good for me, because I'm thinking I'm forgetting someone that I'm not. But if I am forgetting someone, then I'll go in on that in a separate video later on today. But in the meantime, yeah, that's about all. Bucks won the championship, and I am very late to that. And the Pelicans hired Willie Green, and they traded Steven Adams and Bledsoe and picks for Jonas Valanciunas and less picks. So yeah, I mean, in terms of who I think will win the trade, I'll give a slight edge to the Pelicans, maybe a little bias there, but again, I even like Jonas Valanciunas on the Grizzlies. So yeah, that's about all, and peace.